This is the OBSBOT Meet Flip, a compact 4K webcam that costs $119 and combines privacy, portability, artificial intelligence, and a serious image quality in one very small device. But is it actually better than the webcam already built into your laptop? And does all of this AI make a real difference? Let's find out. The Meet Flip weighs only 37.7 grams, so you can leave it on a laptop bag without noticing it. The body folds almost flat, while the built-in stand opens up and clips onto a laptop or monitor. There's also a standard 1/4-inch thread underneath for a tripod. The design is easily my favorite part of the hardware. Open the camera and it powers up. Fold the lens down and it enters sleep mode while physically covering the camera. That gives you more confidence than a software privacy button, because you can immediately see that the lens is blocked. There's no tiny cap to lose and no ugly sliding cover to stick onto your laptop. The stand is flexible enough for normal desk use, and you can tilt the camera until the framing looks right. It works in landscape, portrait, and upside down positions. One catch is that the portrait mode may require a ball head or another mounting setup when you use the integrated stand. So portrait video is supported, but it's not always as easy as simple turning the camera sideways. Setup is simple. Connect one USB-C cable, choose the Meet Flip inside Zoom, Teams, Google Meet, OBS, or another video app, and it works without a driver. OBSBOT included a USB-C to USB-A adapter. The camera uses USB 2.0, which sounds old on paper, but it's enough for its supported compressed video modes. The Meet Flip records at up to 4K at 30 frames per second, or 1080p at 60. For normal meetings, I would use 4K at 30 FPS because the extra detail gives the picture a cleaner, more professional look. For demonstrations or more movement, 1080p at 60 looks smoother. Most meeting platforms compress the image anyway, but starting with a better source still helps. Inside is a 1/2-inch stacked CMOS sensor and face detection autofocus. The autofocus reacts when you move closer or hold up a product. And the minimum focus distance is around 10 centimeters. That makes it useful for showing a phone, gadget, or a document during a call. The large aperture and ISO range of 100 to 6400 help in darker rooms. No small webcam replaces good lighting, but the Meet Flip has more room to work with than the basic camera inside many laptops. The normal 16:9 field of view is 72 degrees. That's wide enough for one person and part of the room without creating an extreme fisheye look. There's also up to 4 times digital zoom. It is useful for reframing, but image quality drops as you zoom further in. One of the main features is AI Autoframing. The camera detects where you are and changes the crop to keep you in frame. You can choose group, close-up, upper body, and full body portrait views. Unlike OBSBOT motorized tracking cameras, the Meet Flip does not physically turn and follow you around the room. It reframes digitally. That keeps it small and affordable. But you still need to stay inside the actual field of view. For calls and presentations, autoframing works best when you move around within a limited area. It can make static webcam feel more dynamic when you lean to one side or step backwards. The transitions are software-based, so they are not the same as a real gimbal moving the lens, but for desk use, that's not necessary or a problem. Now it also has gesture controls, which let you enable or disable autoframing and zoom without touching the keyboard. Gestures are useful when you're standing away from the desk, although I would still check that the camera recognizes your hand before continuing. The microphone system is more interesting than the standard setup found in many webcams. Meet Flip combines one omnidirectional microphone with one directional microphone and offers 4 modes. Directional mode focuses mainly on the person in front and reduces background noise. Dual directional mode listens to the front and rear, which can be useful for an interview across a desk. Smart Omni mode captures people around the camera, while pure audio mode outputs unprocessed left and right channels. So currently I'm testing the mic of the OBSBOT. So let's just check properties. You can see the OBSBOT Meet Flip microphone. And yeah, I'm just testing it out right now.
besides that, there's also another neat feature. So we're currently using the camera of the OBSBOT. Let's just check. Yeah. So this is not the OBSBOT virtual camera, but just the camera itself. And one thing that I saw is if we flip over the phone like this, it will go automatically to portrait mode. So that's insanely good. So you can automatically switch between it. You don't need to edit any settings in OBS. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So you can actually use this as a secondary camera, because I also got the Facecam Pro Elgato. I think this would be a very nice switch, because the quality is already pretty good right here, especially for portrait mode. Let me just switch it back. You can see that it will automatically switch the landscape. So I really like that. Yeah, definitely. And I hope the mic sounds good too. This is my first testing right here. So yeah, let's listen to it back. Okay, so I'm just gonna be honest right here. I used the listen back to the mic of the OBSBOT, and it even sounds better than my dedicated mic right here, which I used to do this one. So I actually stopped with the rest of what I had planned, and I was like, let me just continue like this. I actually like it. I also got a Shure mic, but I didn't use it for this video because I just thought this was more practical. Unfortunately, it seems like the OBSBOT mic actually sounds better. So I don't know what the reason that for is. Maybe this one is broken now. It just doesn't sound as good. I wanted to show you also the Elgato Cam difference versus the OBSBOT Cam. And yeah, honestly, it's very good. Currently, it's set to 4K 30 FPS, and this one's also set to 4K 60 FPS. So this camera here, that's the Elgato. This camera right here, that's the OBSBOT. Image is very clean, as you can see. Oh, we're losing some focus right there on the Elgato. I don't know why, but yeah, it's actually very good, the OBSBOT, for $119, and can auto frame you. You know, I haven't even checked if the Elgato can do that. It's not something that I looked into, but this is insane. Let me just check why the Elgato camera all of a sudden is not working. And again, you can also add the OBSBOT to the Stream Deck if you're interested in that. Personally, I don't use that as much as I should, but I'm going to try and use it more often. So we've got here face tracking on Elgato. Let's turn that on too. And zoom like this. And focus, we need to re-enable it. So does it actually face track me like with the OBSBOT? No, it's not doing that. Face tracking is on. Okay. I'll leave that because we're reviewing the OBSBOT. Yeah, picture quality is very good. The sound quality is very good. I'm honestly, the more I use it, the more I appreciate it, especially because of also the price point. You can actually use this as a secondary camera. I plan on doing that. But just looking at this image, the colors look very bright. Of course, we don't have the same angle, so that might be the reason why. Though the lighting is mostly coming from the Facecam Pro. And yeah, like mentioned, this is also a very nice feature. If I would decide to use it as a secondary camera, I can actually do it like this. Just auto switching. That's I can't tell you how often I get annoyed by switching into settings the landscape mode into vertical mode. It's so annoying when I have to do that. With this option, I can actually use both cameras. But yeah, honestly, I don't have so much words for it. I'm just so impressed how good the quality is. It would have been very nice if it was 4K 60 FPS. That's, to me, the only downside, I think, for me personally. And OBSBOT is known for, of course, having these motorized cameras where they turn around you. You know, that would have been also insane, but for this price point you can't expect that, of course, so that does not make sense. For how it comes right here out of the box, honestly, I'm very impressed. The quality looks insane. I love the colors. So Yeah, and the mic is good. So I'll leave that as it is. Yeah, I have actually nothing else to say.
If you're interested in picking up the OBSBOT Meet Flip, I'll leave a link in the description below. OBSBOT has also provided my viewers with an exclusive 5% discount code. I guess that's it for the Meet Flip. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash that like button and hit that subscribe button. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. I'm out.